Okay, so what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me as well. So, I'm picking up on a breakthrough. Okay, so in a way, somebody has been realizing that they are functioning under depression. So they've been dealing with functional depression. There's another group of consciousness of people who have been under functional manic depression. So psychology has a different way of wording manic depression. But manic depression has a lot more to do with emotional disturbance and sexual energy. Okay, to where functional depression is more so of a mental thing. Okay, me personally, manic depression is more so of emotions and sex. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with here. Okay, that's just something we should I pick up. So the breakthrough is coming. I feel like it is inspiration. Okay, so it's kind of like you've been in a dark place. Maybe it's felt like you've had like this dark cloud just hanging over you. You are aware of the cloud, but at the same time, it's like you can't necessarily, or you have not been able to necessarily navigate your emotions, which means that you have not been sitting within your emotions. So there must be something to where you're kind of like on the go, to where God is just like, be still, but you're constantly like maybe moving around. So when you get time to just sit and to relax, you know, maybe you may encounter someone, okay? And this person, it's like they inspire you, and you don't know that it's inspiration, and you just find yourself, it's like the inside is shifting. Okay, so you're not necessarily feeling so dark or so gloomy or so heavy or so humdrum. I also pick up, so I'm going to throw this in there. So we did a reading the other day to where we did art therapy. So whoever that reading is for, you have received redemption. So congratulations to you. Okay, so the thing is that as much as I want to, express how pleased the universe is with you, I don't want to overwhelm you. Then on top of that, I don't want to lose focus of the other energies in which that I'm picking up on. Thank you. Okay. So so for the individual to where we were doing the art therapy, it's kind of like, hold on. Okay. So it's a lot of notifications. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I hear something. I mean, of course, we kind of been hearing notifications and bells and alarms, but I hear a siren. You know, if this is crazy, it's giving me the bell is going off because somebody. It's like somebody doesn't realize that they won because I heard let the best man win. So there's some type of competition or something in which that has been going on or that is going on or whatever. Um, it's definitely giving me like I feel like there's something going on here with like spiritual mentors and guides and all this type of stuff. It's definitely giving me the feel of like the Hunger Games. The latest one that came out with Tom Blythe, right? So it's like somebody doesn't know that they have the victory. They don't know that they've won. So this is going to be for the individual, the third individual that I was talking about, to where you have redeemed yourself. So this is redemption. So you can expect blessings and good things. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I can't even put into words of how big the blessing is going to be. And it's going to be a flood of abundance, and you're going to feel the energy too, the energy of attraction, the energy of liberation. No worry, no stress. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay. So I pick up somebody is scared. This has a lot to do with a past life. So if you feel this is a past life trigger that you're having with someone, so let's say that you meet somebody, right? We're going to stop at the cars here. So let's say that you meet somebody and you're triggered by them and you can't understand why. So it's actually a past life trigger. So there's something here going on with, I think somebody rejected you in a past life that you were really in love with. Maybe the two of you, because I do pick up a story. It is somewhat of a love story, but it's not necessarily a story in which, like, that got off of the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a love story that got off the ground. And it's just giving me something of tragedy. Things kind of ended in tragedy before they could get better. So, this lifetime you have an opportunity to heal that. I believe that we're in the process of that. Okay? So, because I can feel moving through the darkness, moving through the shadows, somebody not saying something, you know, um, they're not saying what's really truly on their heart, but somebody knows. So, the things in which that, when it's understood, it doesn't have to be explained. Okay. So we have a projection here. Uh-oh. Somebody is just loosey goosey in the head. Somebody is just, they're going through it. They're dealing with some serious mental health issues, and it has a lot to do with spiritual. Okay, which means that this person is getting fucked up by the ancestors. So if they're talking shit, then it's purposeful, because by them talking shit or trying to take back what they said, but then turn around and talk shit because they're not in control of what's going on with them, like, your ancestors got a hold on this person, your spirit guides got a hold on this person. There may even be a car accident that takes place or something here. You got the card of pleasure and you got the card of inspiration. Okay, so we have the Man of Painting in reverse over here, Four of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, then you have Mystery in reverse. Okay, so oh my. So who is this woman on your mind? There is a woman on your mind. So the characteristics of this woman is, it's like she's tough love. So she comes off like cold and detached. She leads with her wisdom. Okay, so on the inside, on the outside is kind of like hard and, lots of boundaries and space and all that type of stuff. Like, you cannot get close to her. She strategizes how she moves on a daily, the things in which that she chooses to focus on. She thinks about things before she says them. She's going to represent mental and spiritual intelligence. Okay, so you're thinking about this woman. Okay, so what I hear is, for some individuals, it's like I love how hard she is, but she's not really hard, but she's just not easy. You know what I mean? Somebody else, I pick up some hating ass shit too, to where individuals are just like, I don't know what people see in her. I don't know what men see in her. I don't know this and that. The Queen of Swords also comes off. It could be a man too. It could be a man's emotional state. And, that is his feminine energy. Okay. So a man, and his feminine is represented by the Queen of Swords. Okay. So it's like he kind of strategizes his emotions through his head, which has a lot to do with his imagination. So when it comes to imagination, it just depends on how somebody has their world set up, right? So that's not necessarily something that we would be able to tap into. Okay, imagination is kind of like the witchcraft. It's a craft. You have to create your own. When it comes to imagination, you create your own. So this man's world is, it is his empire. Okay, his body is his temple, and I believe that it's more so of his mind that is his empire. Okay, so when the Empress comes in, then she expands on the empire, and he expands his feminine energy. So there may be a woman that this man has opened his mind to. Maybe he has a lot of experiences to where women are playing games with him, or they're on some bullshit. If you keep seeing 10-10, 10-10 and 2-2-2, those are beautiful number synchronicities for the come up, the success. The Six of Wands is the victory. Okay, so, oh yes, like 10-10 reminds us with our come up, remember, it's not about flexing on other people. It's about, just trying to find opportunities that you can give other individuals to be able to well, let's just put it like this. Whenever we deal with 10, 10, 10, it's like be prepared to manifest through the good vibrations. Okay, so it's kind of like you are about to come up. So when you come up, it's kind of like putting people in positions to win. And you don't have to go all out and do anything big by doing this. You know what I'm saying? It also talks about it's really with 222. It's really here about team, setting your team up for success, investing your abundance into individuals who are receptive and appreciative. Okay, because that keeps the energy going, and that keeps the abundance moving. We can constantly collect off of the abundance if whenever somebody receives, they spread some type of charity to the next person, and hopefully that person is appreciative, right? Because they're appreciative, like the energy, the act of the generosity of the charity, it just keeps multiplying. Okay. But I mean, that's kind of, you can't control other people. And sometimes you give to people and they really need it. They may even appreciate it, but they may not have it in them. They just don't have the energy. They just don't have the will to show or to express. So that kind of cuts off the frequency. That slows down the monitor. All right. So, it's win-win, choose. That's why when it comes to manifestation, people pick people. They choose people that they can manifest with, which is other individuals that understand how manifestation works. Okay. So anyway, but with the Six of Wands, this is definitely some type of come up. Okay. There's pleasure here and inspiration. We talked about inspiration. I definitely picked up the inspiration earlier. Okay. So this is like a new soulful beginning. This could be a job that's coming through. This could be a resource. This could be a person. But whatever this new whatever this gift is, it could be a spiritual gift. Okay. Whatever this gift is, I pick up it's something pretty big. Okay. It's something in which that you have been wanting, maybe that you have been wishing for or something, but you're about to get it. See, this is just the beginning, because like I said, for somebody, you're going to be, the Six of Wands is the victory, is the recognition. I told you, somebody, you have been recognized. You are the victor in the situation. So, if you don't know it, if you're not feeling it, you're about to see it. It's about to materialize for you. Okay. I feel like there are a lot of manifestations that's coming in for you that may have been I'm not going to necessarily say blocked, but just kind of slowed down, maybe due to how you were vibrating. So maybe somebody came into your life and helped you with your vibration. And so it's kind of like they unlock like this key within you. You know what I'm saying? So now you're vibrating, your vibration is high. Everything is vibrating high. You know what I mean? So now it's all good. So now the gates are open. The floodgates are open. Okay? When it comes to this woman, this is a very in-depth woman. The depth of her, the detachment, the wisdom, the coldness of her inspires you. Okay? Because you understand the place where she comes from. Okay? So you may have been able to tap into her ushy mushy goodness, and you may observe how she deals with the outside world. And so it's kind of like, that she recognizes you. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like she doesn't deal or handle you in the same way in which that she does, everybody else. Okay? So, there are just a lot of realizations that you are going to be coming into. There are going to be a lot of breakthroughs. There's going to be a lot of healing of the mind and the mental strife when it comes to depression. Okay? So my thing is that, people want to see things as a competition, but the person who has won is the person that is going to share, to where, when it comes to the other quote unquote competitors, they are not willing to share. And that is the difference. That is what separates this person from the competition, which is why they are the victorious one, which is why they're being recognized without even having to compete. So that is the key. That is the lesson. So when it comes to the competitors, it's like, what are we doing wrong? You must balance out with charity and sharing. Your accomplishments are not just on your own. Even if there are no physical people around you to help you, you have help. You have spirit guides. They like to drink. They like to smoke. They like to party. At least once out of 3 months. or for. And it's that simple. So it just kind of tells me when it comes to the competitors, it's all about you. Like your spirit guides have to serve you. You know what I'm saying? It's that you're a team and you're sharing this life together. You know what it's like when they leave you. So anyway. So anyway, I mean, that's going to be it here. So there's a gift that is coming through. I do kind of pick up a job though, or maybe some type of promotion. Okay. There's a situation too to where your opposition, of course, it's gotten to a point with your opposition to where whenever they do stuff against you or ill intentions they send towards you, everything alchemizes into blessings now. Okay. So, I feel like this woman that you met, like she's full of like gifts. I think this is her. She's full of gifts. She protects you spiritually. So all that warfare that you may have been going through, it's like it's over. She a bad bitch. Can't nobody, penetrate through that aura. Everything that comes through negative or opposing filters out into truth, love, and like something supernatural that the two of you experience together. This is a blessed, untouchable union in the spirit. Okay, so I don't know about physical on the ground. Okay, but if we can detect it before it comes to us, what do we really need to defend in the physical? You understand what I'm saying? Right. So it's kind of like this is clarity. This is truth. This person is not necessarily emotional, but they are sincere. Okay, and I think it is the sincerity about somebody that inspires you, because you may be the same kind of person, and a lot of people don't get or understand sincerity. It's kind of like devotion. It's unbelievable. People are so damaged and fucked up out here, that when it comes to anything pure, they think that it's evil. I'm just saying, that's the goddamn truth. Okay? So anyway, we are going to end the reading here. So until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.